So, today I want to talk about these spiritualists and these anarchists and these mystics. And there are uncountable numbers of these on the earth today. And they kind of band together as well. I know quite a few of them, and one of them is on screen right now. It's somebody called Sadhguru. And there are many like him. They spread their knowledge of nothing. I mean, this video title is Life Can Never Be Understood. That is the biggest defeatist attitude you can ever have, that life can never be understood. Life can never be understood by you, Sadhguru. Yeah, you're the one who doesn't understand life. I'm very clear about it. I understand it to a level that you obviously cannot, and most of you, the rest, cannot either. So, these people spread these philosophies or delusions, fantasies of enjoy your life here. This is where you need to live now, here. You need to do whatever you want. If you don't do it, then you'll be unhappy later on. What a bunch of BS, man. Seriously. I mean, how can you just do whatever you want and it'll be fine? And if you don't know what you want to do, you have to find out. And whatever that is, then you get to do that. I mean, this is their philosophy. These guys are mystics. And then the others, the anarchists, I mean, I'll show you a couple of these. One of them is this guy called Jeff Berwick. They act all saintly, yeah? And they're all wretched, wicked, greedy, life-loving, money-grubbing, fools. And this guy, Max Igan, his name is, an Australian guy. These people are spreading their religion fundamentally. And they think that's the right way to go. So this guy, say Max Igan, is basically we're all one philosophy. So does this guy Sadhguru, kind of like. So they join together. And what's his face? David Icke. These are all of the same genre of people who are taking mankind down the path to hell. And all of them dispel the myth, quote unquote, their words, of hell. And they have no understanding of what will happen after death except their thoughts. Because their thoughts have to be right. And everything is within you. This guy, Eigen character. You don't need to look anywhere except within yourself. I mean, if that is the truth, then why are you telling me that I don't need to look anywhere else except within myself? Intrinsically, that statement is an absolute lie. I mean, you only have to be an absolute hypocrite to believe that you only have to look inside, and then you tell other people that they have to look inside while they're looking at you telling them to look inside. I mean, this just defies all sorts of sense. Yeah, it has no sense. It is nonsensical. These people cannot understand what reality is. They don't know where they have come from. They don't know where they're going. They mutilate the reality in front of them. None of them understands where they actually live, the earth they live on. They all are theorizing where they're living and how it came about. And they depend on scientists to tell them what has happened, what is happening, what's going to happen, when the reality is written in the books of God. Specifically today, the Quran. It tells you exactly where you came from. It tells you exactly where you're going. There's no two things about it. Yeah. And it tells you how we came about, what occurred, why we're here, what's going on. This life is a trial. It's a trial to test who is going to wake up and figure out. They tell you to wake up to their reality, which they paint in front of you by giving you facts and evidence of what is going on in the earth today, most of which is a distraction. And they will tell you it's a distraction, but they will distract you from the reality, which is yourself, your soul. You are here to save and salvage your soul. Nobody else is, unless God makes you capable of being able to save someone else's soul. But even then you cannot save that person's soul, because the person himself has to want to save his or her soul for them to be able to save their soul, even if you're capable, like I am, of saving someone else's soul for the hereafter, not this world. We're not here to save each other from death in this world. I mean, these people will spew out such nonsense that when you listen to them too much, those who are not trained with the insight and wisdom that I have, which most of them you do not, because you don't go to the books of God. You denigrate and fantasize about the books of God. You make your thoughts over the books of God. You question everything which you cannot understand, and then you explain it away with your thoughts and the thoughts of these satanic plants. They're all satanic. None of these people that I've shown you, and they're just the tip of the iceberg. And some of them are more well known than others, but most of them are just exactly the same as these people, and some of them are far more popular than these guys that I'm showing you. So these people, they will say we're all one. How are you all one? We're not the same. None of us are the same. None of us are equal either. So how are we all one? And then they say we're all one and there's only one God, so we're gods. This is how they go about it. We are the creators. We think and we create. Whatever we think gets manifested, and thus we have the power. So we make our minds up to something and we think hard enough and it's going to happen. This is an absolute lie, and they will be burning in hell for that, like their ancestors are already. It's a sad state of affairs, that is, as it is in every generation, that the one who comes with the truth, that is me today, is not even listened to or mocked if listened to. And if some people actually open their ears to listen, in short time frame, they're just running around like headless chicken and running in all directions away from the reality and the truth that I bring. And this is the way that mankind has been forever. There's never been a change. So these people, they will tell you that we're one. We're not one. We are from one. From the one, the God, the one and only, the Creator. All the rest is created. Starting from the Spirit, the angels, the heavens, the earths, and everything upon them. So that's where the beginning is. Well, these people will tell you you're all one and you're all gods and you can do whatever you want, and when you die you will return and become gods. Nonsense. I tell you, nonsense. Nonsense to a level which can only be made up by people completely under the control of Satan. You must understand, first of all, that the Satan exists. And there's not one of them, there's many of them. But the highest is the demon Satan, called Iblis, or in the Christian theme, Lucifer, or the devil. So Shaitan in the Quran, pretty close to Satan. And he exists, and his job, as he has taken upon himself, because he was thrown out of the garden, he was an angel thrown out of the garden, he wants everyone to go with him to the hellfire, because he disobeyed God. So he wants you to disobey God, and God has given him the ability to call upon you and inspire you to disobey God, and he uses all these people to inspire you to disobey God, reject God, reject his messengers, reject the hereafter, reject the books, and make equals with God. Once he does any one of these things and you're fully bought into that, you're going to hell. And he needs only one of these things. Either he makes you reject God, or he makes you partner others with God, or he makes you believe you're God. And all these people are selling you this snake oil. All these people on the earth. I mean, the Christians are doing the same thing. The so-called Muslims who are not Muslims are doing the same thing. They put aside the book and they make book after that to say this is what's actually written in the book. And when you ask them to open the book and read it, they run away. They make stories about it. Oh, it's all parable. It's interpretation. Just like the Christians. It's all metaphorical. There's no reality. There's no objective truth in these books. And the reality is that they are absolute liars, all of them. There is objective reality in these books, and there is subjective, metaphorical examples in these books. All of them, the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran. And you have to read it as a whole. You can't go to, oh, look, it's all about war. Oh, no, it's all about peace. Oh, look how God destroyed. Why does God destroy? I mean, that's what God wants. I mean, these people will tell you they're out to kill you, your enemies, like the so-called evil cabal that is running the earth, apparently. They're out to kill you. Well, let me break some news to you. God is going to give us all death. He's going to kill us all. So, that must be a very evil plot, yeah. That He's going to kill us all. I mean, you don't understand that this life is transient and you absolutely know it and you will not accept it. That's another way He's going to get you, by promising you eternal life. Like today, these Noah Hararis and the technological groups of companies and their CEOs and the hugely so-called endowed with wealth people on the earth are feeding you this nonsense that you're going to live forever. And they're actually telling you your consciousness is going to be uploaded into a machine. And these people talk about artificial intelligence. These guys as well as them, I mean, these people who say AI is taking over, AI is real. I mean, AI fundamentally means artificial intelligent. That means it's not real. So first of all, you must understand whatever that is, it ain't real intelligence. The real intelligence is absolutely the God, and then those He bestows with the intellect, which are the spirit, the angels, the demons, the men, and then the rest of the creation has also got intellect, the heavens, the earths, the animals, the birds, the fish, and all creation. They have a level of intelligence. There's a cutoff point where you become aware, and we are aware people. We are aware of ourselves, yeah? That's the soul that is in us. They talk about spirit. Oh, it's all spirituality. The spirit is... They don't even understand what the spirit is. They don't. They can't, because they don't read the books of God, specifically the Quran. And the ones who are the most egregious in disobedience and rejection of God are the ones who actually hold the Quran, and they absolutely never open it to understand. They listen to their gurus, like these people. You listen to the guru that you want to, that gives your soul comfort, and then you follow them. And they've got all sorts of gurus to take care of all sorts of souls. Because every soul has a different sense of what is right and wrong intrinsically. Some of that is actually right, some of that is actually wrong. The piousness and the wickedness. So the soul, whatever piousness and wickedness is in that soul, he will incline to that. He will incline to that. The problem is that we have to correct the wickedness, yeah, and use the piousness of our souls to correct the wickedness by reading these books and understanding what the wickedness is. These people will never tell you that. These people never talk about how to work on your soul except through, oh, this will give you calmness. Just don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all, just do this and you'll be fine. They're out to kill us, but they're all going to die and we will live forever. Sure. Neither are they going to live forever, nor are you, nor am I here in this world. You want to live forever, it will occur after your death. These people will never tell you this in a way that you need to understand. You will be in forms, in different forms in the next life. You will be resurrected. You will be shown your deeds. You will be shown your thoughts. And then you will be shown where you're going. And then you will live forever there. It is not the way of God that in the end most people believe. In the end, which is this generation's end which is coming, most will not believe and they will follow their desires and thoughts. And these people that are put in place, your anarchists, the Corbettes, the James Corbettes, the institutes that they make up for truth, they're all distracting you. They're all distracting you so that you don't understand the reality. The reality is that God is doing all of this. And in the end, God will make it all dust. Every generation, every people. The hour comes to all people. And when the hour comes, the people are destroyed. The generation is destroyed and the next one starts. Till the last one, when everyone will be destroyed. All this creation will end. The heaven and the earth, this one, will be destroyed. And we will all be resurrected after that. So that will be the beginning of the final life. In the meantime, these 5-10 years that you have here, or 50, 100 years, or 1,000 years, you spend them doing righteousness and you find the truth. The truth is in the books of God. The Quran being the absolute truth here, and it will guide you out of your nonsense into the true life. So that's all I got to say about these people who make up lies and take you down to the pit of hell. Follow them, and that's where you'll end up with them.